What up, Lee Ha Ha? I'm not gonna be here super long, just a little bit. I gotta like fold my clothes and stuff. I made a decision that I have a problem, and oh, why are people talking about me? Probably. Oh, how sad for them. Of course. Es una obsesión. No es amor. No es amor. Es una obsesión. Such a pathetic little miscreant. Anyways. I see us. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. I decided that I need to save money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my dad all my money to hold. And that way I could save better. So I'm just send my dad my whole paycheck. And I'm going to treat myself like I'm poor all the time. Like I have no money all the time. Because I have a problem with spending. Hi, Belle Store. How you doing, girl? I don't think you're ready for the takedown. We'll put the camera on because I'm in my house. But yeah, I really don't, I'm not giving that person any fucking life, no attention. She gets no love from me. How pathetic your life is. Miserable. How sad your life is. Miserable. I'm glad I don't gotta live like that. Merp. Derp. 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 I don't think you're ready for the takedown. Yeah, I think it'll be good. It'll be good for me. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. All right, let's do what I was meant to do. And then I was just organizing my clothes. I was listening to my dad's boiling water for pasta because he made sauce. You see that bug in my house? There's a big bug in my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my room, you fucking bitch. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Fly. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. You know what though? Like, why is that crusty bitch still talking about me? Like, that's the thing that I don't understand. Like, crusty. Like, what the fuck? Krusty. Like, what can I do for you, Krusty? Like, I don't get what your crusty issue is. You're so fucking crusty. It's like you get a kick out of being a crust ball. Just living your crustiest life ever. Crusty, dusty, musty. Ooh, these jams look cute. Look at my jams. Look at my jammy jams. Look at my jammy jams. All right, let me finish what I'm doing. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. So I just watched this video on, it was Dave Rubin and the Officer Tatum. And, like, they were talking shit about Candace Owens. And, it makes me sad. It makes me sad because you could tell that they're talking about Candace. They don't name her. They do name her, but not when the shit talking is happening. And they're, like, calling her a grifter and saying it's gross that she released text messages of her and Charlie. I think it's gross that people were trying to act as if Candace Owens didn't have a friendship with Charlie. That's what I think is gross. That this woman felt that she had to, but that, I don't know, maybe I'm just such a Candace stan that I'm, like, not seeing that maybe it is a little bit gross that she put out their text messages. Maybe that is a little bit gross. Maybe it is. Maybe it is a little bit gross. I don't know. I gotta iron that shizzle. I got a cute ass sweater today from Box Lunch. That's, like, becoming my favorite freaking store ever. Yeah, I'm not folding all this crap. I don't got the energy to. So, whatever. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. Bro, my kid has this song stuck in my freaking head. Anyone else's kids watching freaking K-pop Demon Hunters? Because that's in heavy rotation in my house. And every day, it's just, I don't think you're ready for the takedown. Can't even tell you how many times I've heard that song at this point. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Sky. For those of you who don't know this, I used to have a mod named Skylit, and me and her were really close. She really had my back, like, with the fucking Z Diddles and Piggy P shit. Like, she was constantly sending me shit to try to, like, help me out, and just, like, I don't know. We were really good friends, and she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and she was put on a different medication, and she had a bad reaction to it, and she took her own life. And that's like another part of why, like, I don't let people grift off of mental illness, because I know, like, if you're like, first of all, if your mental health was that bad, we wouldn't even know. People struggling like that, like, I don't like this person has mental illness, so that you should be nice to them. No, like, being nice to somebody with mental illness, if it's detrimental, like, to them, if being nice means lying, yeah, no, I don't want to be nice. I'm not gonna lie to anyone ever, because it's dangerous. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, she, and it's like, it was just out of nowhere. It was like very much like out of freaking nowhere. The last person that I would ever expect. And the only reason why I knew what happened is because her mom reached out to me. I shouldn't have put this in the dryer. Dang it. That was a dumb move on my behalf. I shouldn't have put this totoro because it messed up the lettering. I could probably fix it though with the iron. Yeah, I definitely could have to fix this with the iron. Stupid bitch that I am. Don't put stuff like this in the dryer. Stupid ass. That was a dumb fucking thing I did. Alright, the rest of the stuff I'll just lay out. I was a ghost. I was a We're going up, 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 and na 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 Alright, I'll fix the rest of this later. We're going up, up inside the moon. I know, right? I did a thing today with my Bible. So I went on Amazon and I found these little things, see? And I put them, I organized my Bible. So now I don't have to like flip through. I can, okay, I have to read Exodus. Okay, Exodus. Oh, I want to read John. Right here, here's John. The book of John. Well, Ephesians. Yes, so I got tabs for my Bible. My Bible. So I put tabs on my Bible. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're good enough for me. They match my Bible though, because like my Bible had like this gold and like rose gold kind of motif. But it just makes my Bible look like, looks nice. Speaking of the Bible, I'm going to read some of the Bible. We're going up, up, up inside the moon. page. Week 7, Psalms 18 to 20. Hello, Kristen. So let's read. We'll read Psalms and that's it. I won't go further than that. Psalm 23 is my favorite. Wow, Psalm 18 is long. Psalm 18. For the director of music, of David, the servant of the Lord, he sang to the Lord the words of this song when the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. He said, I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I call to the Lord, who is worthy of praise, and I have been saved from my enemies. The cords of death entangle me. The torrents of destruction overwhelm me. The cords of the grave coiled around me. The snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple, he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. The earth trembled and quaked. The foundations of the mountains shook. They trembled because he was angry. Smoke rose from his nostrils, consuming fire from his mouth. Burning coals blazed out of it. He parted the heavens and came down. Dark clouds were under his feet. He mounted the cherubim and flew. He soared on wings of the wind. He made darkness his covering, his canopy around him, the dark rain clouds of the sky. Out of the brightness of his presence, clouds advanced. With hailstones and bolts of lightning, the Lord thundered from heaven. The voice of the Most High resounded. He shot his arrows and scattered the enemy. With great bolts of lightning, he rooted them. The valleys of the sea were exposed, the foundations of the earth laid bare. At your rebuke, Lord, at the blast of breath from your nostrils, he reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out unto a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. The Lord has dealt with me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands, he has rewarded me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord. I am not guilty of turning from God, and his laws are before me. I have not turned away from his decrees. I have been blameless before him. I have kept myself from sin. The Lord has rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in his sight. To the faithful you show yourself faithful. To the blameless you show yourself blameless. To the pure you show yourself pure. But to the devious you show yourself shrewd. You save the humbled, but bring low those whose eyes are haughty. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns darkness into light. With your help I can advance against a troop. With God I can scale a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The Lord's word is flawless. He shields all who take refuge in him. For who is God besides the Lord? And who is the rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights. He trains my hands for battle. His arm can bend a bow of bronze. You make your savings help my shield, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. You provide a broad path for my feet, so that my ankles do not give way. I pursued my enemies and overtook them. I did not turn back till they were destroyed. I crushed them so that they could not rise. They fell beneath my feet. You armed me with strength for battle. You humbled my adversaries before me. You made my enemies turn their back in flight, and I destroyed my foes. They cried for help, but there was no one to save them, but the Lord, but he did not answer. I beat them as fine as wind-blown dust. I trample them like mud in the streets. You have delivered me from the attacks of the people, and you have made me the head of nations. People I did not know now serve me. Foreigners cower before me. As soon as they hear of me, they obey me. They all lose heart. They come trembling before their strongholds. The Lord lives. Praised be to my rock. Exalted be God my Savior. He is the God who avenges me, who subdues nations under me, who saves me from my enemies. You exalted me above my foes. From a violent man you rescued me. Therefore I will praise you, Lord, among the nations. I will sing the praises of your name. He gives his king great victories. He shows unfailing love to his anointed, to David and his descendants forever. And then I'm just going to read the head of nations. Much of the text of this psalm is also found in 2 Samuel 22, as David recounted how the Lord delivered him from Saul and many other enemies so that he could reign as king and in turn sing praises to God. David even went as far as to say that God had made him the head of nations. There is a prophetic expectation in the psalm of the coming Messiah and the King, an expectation that Paul highlighted in Romans 15. Paul alluded to the backdrop of Psalm 18 and even quoted directly from verse 49. Therefore I will praise you among the Gentiles. I will sing the praises of your name. In reminding his audience of David's song, of David's deliverance from enemies so that he could reign for the purpose of making known the glory of God to the nations, Paul effectively set up the argument that Jesus is the fulfillment of the promises made to the patriarchs, that he is the Messiah and that he will include the Gentiles so they can glorify God for his mercy, and that he is ultimately the head of nations. Psalm 19. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. They have no speech, they use no words. No sound is heard from them. Yet their voice goes out into the earth, their words to the ends of the world. In the heavens God has pitched a tent for the sun. It is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, like a champion rejoicing to run his course. It rises at one end of the heavens and makes its circuit to the other. Nothing is deprived of its warmth. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The statutes of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The decrees of the Lord are firm, and all of them are righteous. They are more precious than gold, more precious than gold, than much pure gold. They are sweeter than honey from the honeycomb. By them your servant is warned. In keeping them there is great reward. But who can discern their own errors? Forgive my hidden faults. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Psalm 20. May the Lord answer you when you are in distress. May the name of the God of Jacob protect you. May he send you help from the sanctuary and grant you support from Zion. May he remember all your sacrifices and accept your burnt offerings. May he give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. May we shout for joy over your victory and lift up our banners in the name of our God. May the Lord grant all your requests. Now this I know, the Lord gives victory to his anointed. He answers him from his heavenly sanctuary with the victorious power of his right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. They are brought to their knees and fall, but we rise up and stand firm. Lord, give victory to the King. Answer us when we call. Well-placed trust. Horse-drawn chariots were one of the primary weapons of warfare in the ancient Near East. Yet David knew that the determining factor of victory was not military might, but rather the name of God. Having God on his side meant that the Israelites could lift up their banners, signifying triumph over their enemy. This is the kind of confidence that David had in God's commitment to save his anointed. Similarly, Jesus trusts his Father to bring victory over sin and death by giving his life as a ransom for many. Consider Jesus' admonishment of the disciples as they drew their swords to prevent his arrest. Do you think I cannot call on my Father, and he will at once put all my disposal more than 12 legions of angels? Jesus showed perfect confidence in his Father's power when he forewarned his disciples of his death, while encouraging them that on the third day he would be raised to life. Scripture teaches that God is able and willing to save. It is the reason why so much of his word reminds his people that they need not fear, for the battle belongs to the Lord. Thank you for the bacon. Thank you for the bacon. Thank you for the bacon. I'm gonna play the bacon over. Well, the Jesus-ing part of this stream is over. I just like to share my life with you guys, and part of my life now is learning the Bible. And I also want to read Psalm 23 because it's my favorite, and I just want to read it to you guys. That's literally my favorite Bible verse. It's a short psalm, too. It's not long. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. I like still waters. He leads me beside still waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Just such a great, Bible verse.
Anonymous sent $3.
I got some pasta. My dad brought me some pasta. Wait, there was another one too. Mozart. Oh no, that was yesterday. That was a tutorial. That was not a tutorial. Yeah. I'm going to Florida in Feb. I don't think that was a straight guy, but okay.
I thought we were going to get marriage counseling. She told me that I was closed-minded because I wasn't on board with all of the cross-dressing. She also told me that I must be a lesbian because I had fallen in love with a man that had this feminine side to him. In 2010, the kids were ordered and told they could no longer call their father dad.
All right, Chatty. All right, Chatty. You guys want to watch this?
When we hear about transgenderism, which these days
I don't know if you
appears
guys are
to
going to
be
want to watch
all
this.
the time, it's almost always from the perspective.
That's not. The boy who killed his twin. Holy crap.
Welcome back, Golly Vibes brothers and sisters. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome for the first time if this is your first time. If you are a faithful listener, welcome. back to the show. Today's episode is beautiful. Why? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood because more people are starting to look more into what's going on. We talked about how there was many different holes. Why aren't people looking into this? Well, Mr. Patrick Bet-David just had an episode where him and especially his friend Vinny, I don't know who Vinny is or where he's from, but he's on Patrick Bet-David's show and he was going off. He was going off, just like Candace be going off. So to see this, I was very surprised because when everything initially happened, Patrick Bet-David was pretty much like, yo, like, even when it came to Candace, like, they weren't really in it like they're in it right now, right? But that shows me the heart. Because even Patrick was like, if it's this, but if it's not, he wasn't like, it's not. He wasn't like, yo, hush, CO. It wasn't like, everybody be quiet. Now they're really on something else. Now they're really like, why isn't nobody checking this stuff out? Now they're really like, why is the construction going on over there? Now they're really like, why wasn't caution tape around the crime scene? Now they're really like, there's holes. Why is nobody on his team or that was on his team looking into this? Guys, I don't know if you know it yet, but stuff is getting real and it's really going to get hot on different individuals who are supposed to be close to Charlie, and I don't care how close. I don't care how close. People start to ask questions. And if those individuals who are very close don't start asking questions themselves, that's going to smell real fishy. But check out this clip from PBD, Patrick Bet-David podcast, with Vinny going off, with Patrick going off, different individuals really wanting to know more truth. And man, these are the questions that people should be asking. Simple as that. Simple as that. We've been talking about this case for a good couple of days now, and it's because no one else is doing it except CO. Maybe a couple other people, but big individuals like Patrick, Candace was the only other one. But now he's starting to speak on it too. Where are Charlie's friends? Where is Charlie's close buddies? His spouse?
Officer Tatum just went at Candace today with fucking David Rubin, so I'm pissed about that.
Let's check it out.
Charlie Kirk and new stories coming out. So last week we showed a clip, maybe on Monday, the Range Day Bro clip. Guy on Manek sends me a message saying, Pat, that Range Day Bro clip you played was great, but a guy just sent me something showing a complete different thing. Fast forward the Range Day Bro clip to about 4 minutes. Keep going, and go a little bit more. Okay, back up a little bit, Rob. Back up a little bit. Where it shows the headset on Charlie's ear.
I can't eat no more.
Go back. Let's see if we're gonna see it or not. Go back a little bit. So he's showing this part. Ah, man. Okay, right there. Play it from right there, Rob.
Comes in.
I don't see blood coming in anywhere.
In that circle area. You have the blood splatter go down and up, and then the exit wound emerges.
You're also going to find out this guy talks out both sides of his mouth. He'll say something like, the FBI is lying, the official narrative is lying, and then he'll say, I'm not accusing anybody of anything.
What matters is that the official narrative is not true.
See that,
Again,
that thing
whether
that
the
comes
FBI
out, it
knows
looks like
or
it's
not that
blood,
they're
right?
lying.
They will say it's 100% conclusive,
So-
or it's already been proven.
It looked like blood. Even
It
we
wasn't
thought it was
blood.
blood,
Used to
right?
plant
Now,
the seed in
Rob,
your
go
brain
fast forward
that
at a
this is-
different angle with
wasn't
him.
blood.
Just fast forward the
It was
clip.
the chain.
And go until he shows the angle. Keep going. Okay. Right there. Go back about 20 seconds. Okay, play it from right there. Go ahead.
Candace ain't moving.
So we're going through here step by step, frame by frame, until we find it. So that right there, you can see his reaction right here. So this is what I believe to be the first frame capturing his reaction.
First of all, we definitely know it's coming from that side, especially from the episode we showed yesterday of Jason Goodman going into complete detail about
That
where
was
the
an
bullet came
exit
from,
wound. That
actually
wasn't an
showing
entry
the
wound.
bullet.
That was
We
an
know where
exit
it's coming
wound.
from.
Entry wounds
Action
do not
of
bleed like
anything
that.
from the bullet. So now here, when you look around his ear, I believe that
There's
is
one
the
of those
wire.
earpiece, like,
for
you know,
his
the wire
earpiece,
when you
and
speak?
it's often a transparent type wire. Now let's go ahead one more frame.
That
There it is.
comes
It's
up.
coming
So it
up
looks like it's
here now
blood.
behind
Okay,
him.
so that's
That
the
is
thing.
certainly not blood splatter like this guy falsely claimed. And also, where's the blood dripping
Yeah.
that he was claiming was dripping on the side of Charlie's head? There is no blood there because there was no entry wound here.
That's his
One more
opinion.
frame. You could see that it was up in the air. You can see it's still right there, still vertical. And now it's right there. It just flung behind his head, and it's kind of going diagonal right there. And keep your eye right there on that spot. You're going to see it disappear on the next frame. See, it moved up and gone already because of the force of the impact. Now, nowhere here is there any type of entry wound. You would have seen an explosive entry wound by now.
I also don't believe that like he was shot with that bullet based off of what I've seen. Because, what? It doesn't make sense. The math isn't mathing.
The views from the front, which shows that there was absolutely 0 shots hitting Charlie from this side. So anybody that tries to show you a video from
pause it right there. Okay, so remember, guys, this is why I love what's going on right now. Because everybody is what? Reacting to whatever they have and reacting to whatever they have. Tom, when you see this, what do you think about?
Well, I want to see all the perspectives and all the angles. I don't want to keep seeing, you know, Charlie and the moment of passing there. But I want to know for sure what's up. I want to know for sure what's up. And everybody that is a forensic analyst is saying the same thing. They said, that does not look like an entry wound on the front of his neck. That does not look like an entry wound. That looks like an exit wound. You have hunters that have talked about this. You have people that are coroners that have talked about this. And so the question is, okay, how did such a cataclysmic wound happen there? And you know, the bullet, Man of Steel, was lodged in there. Okay, is somebody going to do ballistics? So I'm waiting for conclusive data from a real investigation, other than, hey, his DNA was on this firearm. Okay, but had the firearm been fired? You know, and do we have ballistics on the? I don't believe that bullet was the firearm that you said was found in his neck, just below the skin. I want to see all these angles, and I'm glad that one is keeping others in check. But man, that's an exit wound from the front. That's what it looks like. My opinion, based on folks that I'm watching who are experts in these kind of forensics. And so the question is, how do you get that kind of a wound?
Vinny.
I'm with Tom 100%. They're claiming, this is the FBI and everybody, that it was the 30-06. It was not a 30-06. The official narrative is not official. And this guy is just another, and I get 100%, it looks like an earpiece, but from anybody that shot guns and knows about this type of thing, that if it was a 30-06, it would have been a completely, he would have been it would have been disgusting. It would have been a lot worse than what you guys saw, number one. Number two, all this footage, just camera phones sucked in and it's blurry. The main footage is the HD camera that was sitting behind Charlie shooting down, capturing him and the entire crowd. But somebody from Turning Point grabbed it, was all sneaky with it, put it in a hat and give it to another guy that ran off. And we're supposed to just take their word that this guy handed it off after he looked at it and gave it to the FBI.
Interesting. Remember, he's talking about the same guy that Jason Goodman brought up.
Candace seen that footage, though. Candace
over there in the cut. And then came back on the scene.
Footage. She said that there's nothing really in that footage
with no caution.
She doesn't see any blood.
And not being blocked off. People were just able to walk over there. Some people was grabbing hats. Insanity.
I'm sorry. I don't believe the official narrative.
You called the school. What happened yesterday?
I called, and Amanda was with me. She recorded it. I called UVU, and I called to the main desk, and I said, hey, I'm with such and such. I made up a thing, and I said, I'm trying to find out if you guys, because the construction that's happening right now is unbelievable. It doesn't even look like what it is right now, okay? Doesn't make sense. I said, who do I talk to? You guys just had, and I apologize, you guys had the biggest assassination since JFK on your campus. Was there scheduled construction on the exact site where this happened? Can you comment on that? He goes, let me direct you to the right place. Your conversations, you're typing sends me to like maintenance or something like that. And there's a female that picks up, and I go, hey, I'm so-and-so with media. I go, I'm just curious, did you guys have construction set up? Whispering, talking to I can't talk to you about that. I go, no, hold on one second. I don't need information about the shooting or nothing like that. Did you guys have scheduled maintenance? Because I would assume that if it's an assassination at this magnitude, you would leave the crime scene for potential bullets, potential, fragments, other things to recreate in the scene. There's stuff in that ceiling, that overhead, Pat, that there's cameras, there's an opening that you could get in there. I'm like, how is this normal? Who made the decision? I can't say anything. Let me give you the information to our VP of Strategic and Communications Management. I called her 3 times. I don't want to say her name. I called 3 times. Nobody picked up, and I left the message. I'm just trying to figure out with this type of magnitude. And you know what's insane? For how many minutes after, not one police officer went there and secured the crime scene. I've watched multiple videos. I've watched aftermath of videos. I saw people coming and stealing hats off the top and throwing them. Some guy's like, what the hell are you doing? There's no way this type of cover-up. And the fact that when you
That's a fact. That law enforcement should have shown up and taped the scene.
Why didn't they?
And you know what's crazy?
Just like Butler.
They were
Why
there, though.
didn't they?
I don't know, but you know what's crazy, Pat? I saw a cop. One cop basically had his gun drawn while they were bringing Charlie, God rest his soul, to the vehicle. Your job, bro, is to go... This idiot... And by the way, Candace yesterday was talking about this guy, Pat. She knows him. She goes, never...
So, individuals is watching CO. And they're starting to believe what she's saying, clearly. If he's saying, even Candace was talking about this. Clearly. But that's good. More people are starting to look into the story.
Has this guy ever been around when we were on tour?
This who? Back up a second and say who we're talking about.
The guy with the camera that was taking the SD card out.
Who stood on the chair.
Who stood? Think about this, guys. It's a crime scene. You're moving the chair that he was shot. There's probably evidence in there if there was, God forbid, a bullet in there. He's climbing up there, moving everything, and nobody's saying anything? Common sense 101. You're touching the crime scene. That's the main event. That camera has everything. Okay, and I'm sorry. People are like, who do you trust? Get Israel, get all that out of there. The way that it was handled.
This is who he's talking about. This guy right here, right? What in the, how is he there? We spoke about this yesterday. This is before I even seen Vinny talking about this. What is going on? How is he moving the chair?
Yeah,
how are
a
these
lot of
individuals
things are
just walking
weird.
around there? This is a whole crime scene. Why is this not taped off? One of the worst assassinations we've seen, like he said, since JFK.
It's crazy. Like, so much does not
Why
make
in the
sense.
world is this not taped?
Like,
this
why? Just
is
why?
blowing my
We've
mind.
seen, like, this...
To this day. This blows my mind.
And
People
I'm
are
really
just walking
upset.
around.
I'm really upset with Dave
Where's
Rubin.
law enforcement?
I really am. I
Like,
really am.
this looks normal. You would never even know that a
And, like,
shooting
Officer
took
Tatum.
place right here.
To call Candace a grifter.
You know
I'm
how
annoyed.
off this
I'm
is?
annoyed at that.
This dude just tampered with evidence. The whole camera that was behind, he took down. This man should be in jail. This man
That's
should
not
be looked
normal.
at.
That's
This man should be
obstruction of
questioned.
justice. That if
And
any one of
further
us...
question,
I'll give you a perfect example. Blackout got arrested the other day. Why did Blackout get arrested the other day? Obstruction of justice. Because they were in the middle of apprehending a criminal and Blackout was infringing on their crime scene. So why? So Blackout gets arrested for walking by a crime scene, but this person contaminated a crime scene and it's just okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, insane.
question
insane,
and
crazy.
let go. This is tampering with evidence, ladies and gentlemen. That was the only camera that was the closest, I'll say. Camera to Charlie. Look at this. Look at this. And, hold on, wait. Why did the camera turn as he took it down? Then they want to turn, come back and it's down. Anybody notice that? Oh, he's taking the camera down. Let's go ahead and turn the camera real quick. What are you turning the camera for? Whoa. Guys, I'm sorry. And that's supposed to be a turning point associate. Somebody who works for Turning Point. That's crazy.
And the fact that his friends and everybody else have just moved on and they're worrying about Turning Point does not sit with me, well, Pat. And I'm talking about my mom. I'm talking about people from all walks of life are like, something doesn't feel right.
Who's mom?
My mom, my aunt, my cousins, my friends. I'm having messages from people that I haven't talked to in years that are like, I know I watched the show and everything. They go, none of us feel like what we're being told is the truth. Not with Tyler, not with none of it is adding up. The boyfriends disappear. Now they're trying to say that Tyler didn't even step foot on the campus that day.
What do you think is going to end up happening?
Just like every single time, PBD, they always get away with it. Evil on this sense, they get away with it. Because we're almost 3 weeks into it.
Tyler's gonna go down.
I know some of her points are a little out there. She's the only one. Nobody from their side is asking questions like this. If you were my...
You talking about Candace. I know her points are a little out there, but she's the only one looking into this. She's the only one investigating this. We all see it's off. Why is nobody looking into this? Why is nobody else bothering to come in and try to go deeper?
Friend, Pat, and I died. I would want you to be like, wait a minute. Why were you touching shit? Who has the footage? And it doesn't add up. Tyler doesn't even add up.
Happen, Tom?
So I'm thinking three things. Actually more like two. The first is there are hard facts that dots aren't connecting. Did he fire one shot from up on top? Crowd reaction appears to be a little different. And he really ran off that way with that gun of that size in that jacket or blanket, whatever he had there. He was walking peg leg down the street with the gun down the leg of his pants. You know, there's things on the Tyler angle that don't add up. Why is this older gentleman standing up when everybody would be ducking down? You know, I was in a restaurant when a gunshot went off in a bar, one gunshot. Everybody was on the ground. We were all under the tables until a server said, you know, our security guy took the guy outside. Nobody got shot. But I've seen that. So that's one point in my life when I was in college. I heard a gunshot indoors. You're all down. Yep. Why is this old guy standing up waving a hat? So I see little facts like this that just don't seem to add up. Why wasn't there police there taping up the scene? Why are people taking cameras that would be holding footage that would be of great interest to the FBI? Why is the Utah governor coming to the microphone? We got him and we got the gun. It reminds me, if you read Oswald, they did the same thing. They held up the Italian gun,
took the photo,
and then they talked about Oswald, and a day later they killed Oswald.
Yeah, weird.
Brandon, what do you think happened? What do you think's going on?
These facts bother me. There's my headline, Pat. The facts that we can have.
Brandon, what do
bother
you
me.
think?
So the only thing I could say for certain is that we're clearly not being told everything that the FBI knows. We're not being told everything the hospital knows. We're not being told everything Turning Point knows. And that was one of the things I was most excited about for this administration, was the notion of having a transparent FBI for the first time, where, you know, we know the games they play for, like, with the JFK stuff, with the Butler, Pennsylvania stuff, and even the Epstein stuff, but, you know, we're not getting that. And you would think that somebody like Kirk, who was almost the most responsible person for getting Trump elected, like Trump could be in jail if it wasn't for Charlie Kirk, with what the Democrats wanted to do for him. You would think that he would have come down with more vengeance and more curiosity about what happened to Kirk and spoke about that more. So I'm surprised to see that from Trump's end, that he's not more curious about what happened to Kirk. I'm surprised that Kash Patel's not being more transparent and forceful to find out what happened. And then not only that, they're withholding stuff from us in addition to not being transparent about it. So I don't think there's enough to say for certain who might have done it, but I can say for certain that we don't know everything they know, and they're like they're forcing us to come up with these theories and alternate opinions because they're being deceptive.
How long are you willing to be patient? Like, actually, Hanlon's razor, okay?
Achman?
Hanlon's razor.
What's that one?
Hanlon's razor, if you pull it up, Rob, I'll read it. Hanlon's razor is
never attribute to malice.
Never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity, Tom, or
a mistake.
So it suggests that negative events or poor actions are more often the result of ignorance, incompetence, carelessness, or other non-malicious factors than intentional evil or malice. And let's take this as innocent until proven guilty perspective real quick. Mm-hmm. None of this stuff makes sense. Bullet goes in here, shouldn't be an explosion. Bullet goes in here, it comes out because the damage doesn't go in like that. The damage comes out. So I'm with you. I'm on the same page. Mm-hmm. That coming out looks like it didn't come this way because at first we thought it was blood squirting. It's not blood squirting. It was actually things. So that's good that we're seeing that. The guy standing up automatically and starts walking towards the area being shot is the same guy that was there on 9/11. And then the guy putting the chip in the hat and walking, all this stuff, I'm with it. But to me, I guess the question I'm asking is, how long, imagine you're them, you are Cash, you're doing the investigation. How long should you have to get to the bottom of this? I guess that's the part that we don't know. And what is the protocol? What are you supposed to go through? What's supposed to be the process? How many people are you interviewing? How many people are you supposed to be talking to? You know, the fact that you're seeing the place being fixed up, and that's where the shooting was, and you get it fixed. Have they made an announcement why they did the construction?
Absolutely not.
Not just fixed up. It changed.
I totally get it.
No
Rob,
autopsy.
is there any announcement by the university why they've done that?
No, I took a look this morning. I could not find a single news article, nothing about any type of construction that was being planned
Can you
either.
send me? Is that clip on Twitter?
I have her number
Is
again.
that no?
Yes.
Pat, should I call her again?
There was no autopsy, right?
What is the?
I'm gonna call her name. Her name is Ellen. I could call them right now.
Call them right now.
Okay. I love this.
Call them right now. This is what? This is the university. Rob, can we
UVU.
call and you just
Hang on 1 second.
hang? What I'm trying to find out is,
Z, I'm doing it.
all we want to know is one thing. Have you made the announcement of?
Utah is a one-party consent state, so you're good.
So I could do this?
But Florida's two-party.
So you can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, but this is all I've been getting. Nobody picks up.
I know. You can't do that.
okay.
So what I want to do is I'm going to ask the question to see if they've made the announcement. You don't just fix up the
Florida is
place
a
that got
two-party
shot up and not
consent
make an
state.
announcement about it. So play as if you're on the inside. What's your argument? Don't play the devil's advocate. Play the opposite of devil's advocate, which is, what do you call the opposite of devil's advocate? What is the antonym of devil's advocate? How do you,
God's advocate.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like
one being the opposite opinion.
like they're doing everything truthfully.
Okay.
What's your argument? You're on Cash's team. Give that argument.
On Cash's team, it's like, the shooter.
You would say that it'd be because they don't want to give evidence away that would be pertinent to know on the FBI side. But Cash is the one that came out and said, "Hey, we got him before they even had him." So that contradicts the notion of them trying to withhold things from the public.
Yeah, saying that you have a shooter that fast before you actually had the shooter doesn't add any credibility to you, which you've already lost the credibility.
But remember, you're not doing it. Just do it for a second.
They wanted to throw out a narrative,
Hello, Jake.
which was dangerous. They should have just kept to themselves until they had hard facts. They want to throw out a narrative to the public and was probably told to do this if they weren't already in on it. Saying this is the guy. This is the guy. Saying this is the guy. Throw out a narrative, feeding you something, because that's what they do when it comes to the public. They did it with JFK. They did it with MLK. That's what they do. Expect you to eat it up and get full off of the lie.
They're handling
You're the spokesperson for them, and you truly know everything they know. Okay? Speak on their behalf. What do you say?
Hey, I respect the public's curiosity here. It's a horrible thing that happened to a very public figure. This is an active investigation. There are multiple angles that are being pursued here, and we have to pursue those and complete the investigation without tipping off people or without framing it through the media. And we can't lose our opportunity to prosecute because certain things are misrepresented in the media. So you need to let us do our work. We're interviewing a lot of people and following a lot of leads. Now I'm stuck. So let's say I'm the press secretary for the FBI. Says, well, so why did you say you have you got him? If there's a second shooter, don't you have to come forward and say you don't got him? So in that case, Pat, it would be hard for me. Now, how do I spin from the inside? So you're saying maybe you don't got him. You're saying you're still investigating. Either you got him and you're done, FBI, or you're pursuing other leads, still looking into it. Which is it, sir? And you're kind of stuck. But from the inside, that's what I would be saying.
What's up, Rob?
It's interesting. There's some construction
information that's been released by the Utah Valley University, but none of it has to do with the building that you guys are mentioning or where Charlie was shot. So they released a student center remodel. There's an article about that. There's also the Scott M. Smith building that they were constructing. There's also the stadium that they're going to be using. So they do issue announcements regarding construction ongoing at the campus. There's nothing written about where Charlie was shot and construction being done there.
Weird. It's so weird.
Here's the problem. The problem is it's hard to make a case for them.
I actually wanted to...
All right, ladies and gents. I know that I'm boring people and I feel bad because I'm not really a very entertaining streamer anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I am gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm boring you guys.
Confirmed, obviously, because I have connections, and I confirmed that the autopsy was done. I don't want to say too much, but the autopsy yielded where the entry wound was and how the bullet killed him. It's already been determined. They found the bullet lodged in his body. They can tell you exactly where, what was severed, what killed him, where the bullet traveled from his neck down through his body. They have it all, fragmentation of the round that spouted through his body. They have all of that investigated through an autopsy and is given over to the FBI. So they know exactly what happened to Charlie. Let me just tell you what, we sourced these tumblers and then we sourced it from a guy who's an American patriot. But bro, these are the best quality tumblers that I have ever got my hands on. Boy, if y'all don't get that, and just know when you do the products, even though it's to you without you waiting 2 to 3 weeks, you got killed. You know, every single person that is killed, there is an autopsy done, no matter if you're a celebrity or not. How do I know? Because every person that's been killed when I was a cop, I go down to the morgue and you know, we had to do the whole rigmarole. And that person, due to an investigation or a potential future investigation, there has to be a determination of cause of death. So they go and do a autopsy. And the only exception of an autopsy is a person dying from natural causes, which means that if you had, you were in hospice and you were 99 years old and you had cancer that was, terminal, and you were obviously dying from that, or you had dementia or something and you were doing that, and there is no foul play. And therefore, they allow the family to take you straight to the funeral home. And then they embalm the body and they do everything. And then they put you, whatever, you want to open casket or they cremate you or whatever the case may be. But when you are involved in an investigatory death, which means somebody killed you or your death was mysterious or there could be an assailant associated to your death, 100% of the time you get an autopsy. And I confirmed, obviously, because I have connections, and I confirmed that the autopsy was done after I made the video. But I just knew just on police, my police experience, and everybody that works in the hospital know exactly that I was telling the truth. That's why you see a bunch of nurses and doctors in the comment section saying this is 100% true. There is law. You cannot not do an autopsy in a murder trial by law. The hospital has to do it. And one of the reasons for doing that, and you watched the video, but for the audience, is that you got to have evidence for a trial. When you go to trial, you have to prove that this person did it beyond a reasonable doubt. And you have to, in your affidavit, if you write down that the person was killed by this weapon, you got to have evidence that the person died from that weapon. It's not just an assumption. It's not just because he was on top of the roof and he fired the gun. That could be circumstantial evidence, but you need hardcore evidence that the round that they found in his body traced back to that specific gun. And then that gun was placed,
he's saying that they did do an
operated by a person
Charlie
on the roof that you see running and ditching a gun and Discord messages.
We don't see
You have to put all that together, or you will develop, or it could be developed reasonable doubt.
We don't see that, and I don't believe those messages,
and
sir.
If there's
and if you believe those messages,
then the person is not going to go to jail. And you can let murderers get off all the time. And I'll give you another example. If a person wants to do something nefarious to their spouse, right? You poison them,
you do something like that, they die, and you're like, oh, I don't know, he had a heart attack. They're not going to just take your word for it and say, oh, yeah, take him to the funeral home.
I don't believe that the bullet was in him.
Died,
I don't believe they found the bullet. And if they did find the bullet, it's not from that gun.
Which means that there's no real reason why the person died. They take him in and they give him an autopsy. And for people claiming that there was no autopsy done, those people are either ignorant or they are willfully creating conspiracies. Because I have noticed that conspiracies make you money. Every person that I've seen that have blasted crazy conspiracies, the lapel mic is the one that killed him. Israel did it. Turning Point USA has something to do with it. The video guy was covering up information. I mean, they get 3,000 views, 10,000 views. When they talk about this, they get 100,000 views. They get 1 million views. And therefore, people are willing for financial gain to go down a rabbit hole that is completely ridiculous. And the sad part is, for people that knew Charlie and that work with Turning Point to say conspiracy theories about his team and about the video guys and all this is even worse. These people, I know all of these people at Turning Point. I've been working with them since 2017, almost 10 years. And I know each and every person that was involved, each and every person that was on that film. I don't know all the security guys, but I know at least 3 or 4 of them that I saw. I know some of the people that were standing, like Frank Turk. I know some of those people personally. There is no way whatsoever that any one of these people would want to see Charlie Kirk die. Charlie Kirk was the lifeline of Turning Point USA. Everybody's job, everybody's future was dependent on Charlie Kirk at Turning Point USA. Away. Now, I believe God can put Erica in a position to help sustain
I don't want to
what
believe
Charlie
Erica's bad. I don't want to believe Erica is bad.
And it's like committing,
so I'm not saying
I would say
Erica's
committing
involved.
Career and business suicide.
This is how I feel about the whole Erica being involved thing. Maybe Erica is acting weird, whatever. Like, y'all don't know how you would act in that situation until you're in it. But I don't think that Charlie was dumb enough to marry and live with someone for years and not know that they're a snake in the grass. Like, I just can't believe that this genius of a person was fully bamboozled by his wife. Like, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that his wife is like the evil mastermind or whatever it is. Like, I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. If there's any evidence to point out the contrary, then fine. Like, now, if like 6 months from now she like is dating, then yeah, maybe I'll be like, whoa, that's crazy. But outside of that, like, I'm gonna be nice because I don't think that she has anything to do with it. I don't want to believe that she has anything to do with it.
Participate in Charlie's demise.
I think the theory of the shot coming from behind seems to be logically disproven by what you just said. Like, it seems like
not only logically, there was an autopsy done.
Right.
And there is no entry, and this is not an exit wound, according to the autopsy, which is very clear. But people, for some reason, they don't want to believe that the autopsy is there. The autopsy yielded, they found out, and I don't want to say too much, but the autopsy yielded where the entry wound was and how the bullet killed him. It's already been determined. They found the bullet lodged in his body. They can tell you exactly where, what was severed, what killed him, where the bullet traveled from his neck down through his body. They have it all, fragmentation of the round that spouted through his body. They have all of that,
I don't believe that
investigated through an autopsy and is given over to the FBI. So they know exactly what happened to Charlie. It is no question that there was no entry wound anywhere else in his body. There's no question. And people still push it.
Yeah, people are going to claim that the FBI are lying.
Yeah, but
I don't know how to
like
respond.
They've never done that
before.
You
know, Warren, it's like it's too complex because the FBI in DC isn't the FBI in Salt Lake City, and the coroner's office isn't associated with the federal government whatsoever. And so and the doctor isn't really associated. Who operated on Charlie isn't associated with the coroner's office. You know, these are different agencies that we're talking about. Now the FBI is connected. But Kesh Patel have no idea what they were investigating when they initially went to investigate in Salt Lake City at his death. The people who put the crime scene tape up, who collected evidence, the people who collected the gun, all of those people were Salt Lake City FBI division. That's not DC FBI. So Kesh Patel is not privy to everything that they're doing. They're operating according to the way they should operate on any investigation. Now, there could be a conglomerate approach where at some point they let Kesh Patel know where they are at in the investigation, but Kesh Patel can't tell you the person that collected the rifle. Kesh Patel can't coordinate what the chain of custody was. Because when you do stuff like collecting a rifle, an individual with a badge number or an employee number has to get the product, put it in a bag. He has to sign off after securing the product or securing the evidence that he is the one that secured the evidence. He has to take that evidence, document it in a supplementary case report to document what he did, storing it in his vehicle, in the trunk, in the front seat. He has to explain all of this in a supplementary report. Then he has to take it to a facility that is not associated with the FBI. It is a crime lab. And then he put it in the system, and the system checks it in, and he gives his sign off on paperwork that it was him, and he transferred it, and he, through penalty of perjury that he was the only one that had custody of it. There's a seal on the product that he signed his name over, and it goes through a whole process, and then it's loaded into the system, and then there's a person on the other.
I gotta redo it.
_1_ sent $3. Bacon emoji, no media.
Thank you. Appreciate ya.
Sign off that they received it, and they took it to a lab, and they test fired 3 times, and it's complicated stuff here.
So there's 2 big questions floating around, right? The first one, so we have, how did he break down the rifle in that amount of time? As a police officer, do you have any insight on that? Like Rob O'Neill, the guy who shot Bin Laden last night on Piers Morgan's, like it would take him 5 minutes, he's claiming.
Yeah, that the FBI came back and said he never broke the gun down. That was a preliminary statement that was made, but the FBI came back and cleared it up that he never broke the gun down. It's not a thing anymore. So, which would make sense because you can't break a 30-06 down like that. I mean, and then you think you'll break the 30-06 down, and then you're going to put it back together and fire it, and it's going to fire properly, or it's, you're going to get an accurate shot. Nobody in the world would do that. You would never, you never break your gun down and put it back together and then fire it right after that and think you're going to get an accurate shot. So he wouldn't have done that strategically, and the FBI has come out since. But people
then where
are
was
not
the
paying
gun?
attention. They're pushing, they're pushing these messages. They're not doing a real.
So then
deep
where
dive.
was the gun?
So the FBI did come out and debunk that and say that they do not believe that he actually broke the gun down.
Yeah, that's why it's so important. I'm so excited to be able to talk to you because you have that unique perspective. I don't know I don't really know anyone making content that has that perspective. And you made an interesting comment. You're like, do you all want to jeopardize this trial? Do you want to jeopardize the evidence?
You're not banned. I went through my whole ban list.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, what does all in look like for you?
I went through my whole fucking ban
really
list, mother trucker.
People by name.
You listen.
That are
you know
saying
what?
certain
Listen.
things. I'm trying.
I'll be a fucking chomo. If I'm a fucking chomo, cool, I'll be a fucking chomo in your eyes. Because you just, it doesn't fucking mean anything. That word doesn't fucking mean anything to you. It doesn't actually mean anything. It doesn't mean fucking anything. It's just a word that you use because you're fucking disgruntled. Go suck fucking vegans' dirty vagina. That's clearly where you belong. Clearly. I'm not going to waste my time going through my freaking ban list again because you say abhorrent things on the internet and you get your account shadow banned and you want to blame me. Oh, my account. No, it's not. No one banned you. Crybaby. You're supposed to be a troll. You're supposed to be a troll. Get thicker skin. Buddy.
Right, because I want it to be about substance. I don't want to attack people specifically as individuals, but going all in is like I have to address if you are someone I don't want to talk about or not, I have to put that aside and address the issues point by point. And I'm trying to avoid that. I think I can get away with avoiding that because I have people that are dear to my heart that I don't want drama with. I just want to talk about the issues. And because there's so much misinformation out there that it's really hurting. It could hurt this case. Because when you are putting content out, and the plethora of people who are putting content out, and you're getting hundreds of millions of views on this content, you're potentially tainting the jury pool. Because everybody in America is paying attention to this case. Everybody in America has had some exposure to something. And if you are out here pushing an agenda or pushing a scenario where the FBI is involved and there's reasonable doubt, what jury are you going to be able to get that's still impartial without having a subconscious thought about impropriety? And you don't want that to happen, because you get somebody who get on the jury pool and they just say, no matter what, he didn't do it, because they're convinced through the information they've seen online. And you get one juror and you get one jury that dissented, and you get a hung jury. And this person who possibly killed Charlie will be able to get off scot-free. And are asking people to release information, release evidence. Asking Turning Point to release evidence, whomever is doing the request, is the most nonsensical thing that you can ever say in your life. You're asking them to defy an investigation, because obviously the FBI has all of that content. You're asking them to defy an investigation, and them being witnesses and them having access to evidence, defy what they've probably been demanded to do by the FBI, to put out content online that could be used in the criminal court proceeding. And if you begin to expose or taint evidence, it may be inadmissible in court. Because if the evidence is tainted or is somehow not legitimized, the defense can say, we want to strike this down as inadmissible. This evidence has been manipulated, or whatever the case may be, it's been compromised. The prosecution has let regular citizens see this information before the defense has been able to see it. And they're saying it's unfair. We didn't have a chance to prepare for this, and you put it out in the public, and the defense didn't have a chance to combat it. We want to strike this evidence as inadmissible in court. And a judge may say, okay, the prosecution leaked information, and that's not admissible in this court proceeding.
Is there a possibility that could happen around the early release of the bullet, what was written on the bullets? Like, I know Crowder got his hands on that information. Someone leaked it, right?
Yeah, it's certain things that, like, for instance, the inscription on the bullet is just, it may can speak to a motive. It doesn't mean that he killed a person or not. So whether they say you can't present what was on the bullet in the court of law, then, that's not going to be a determination of whether he killed Charlie or not. Yeah. That may be if they say just say if it was associated with a hate crime, like say if they wanted to get him on capital punishment, he should be put to death because this was politically related. Then that would be an issue that they could bring up in the court of law and say this should not be admissible in court because this was, something inflammatory or irrelevant. Or they're going to try to say all of those things. But I don't think that that's one of the things that can cause the case to be thrown out. And therefore, the FBI, the heartbeats one is not on knowing what they're trying to bring to trial, they don't mind releasing things that they know may not cause the trial to be dismissed altogether.
Jacob
there are
Chavez
things,
was, though,
there are things that they know could get the case dismissed, and that's why they will not release that.
And
to
I
the
will
public.
not do that ever again.
It's under investigation, and
annoying.
there's certain things that the FBI has to keep from the public, and until they get to trial. And then during trial, every ounce of evidence that the FBI has, its truthfulness or non-truthfulness, will all be put
how
in
is
the
that
court of law.
gaslighting?
And
I
the
looked through the
defense
whole
is
list.
going to challenge
Your name
them
wasn't there.
on the validity of everything that they've done. And this is why people need to wait till the trial. Because if you wait till the trial, you'll be able to fairly evaluate the autopsy, which people are confused whether or not he broke the gun down or not. All of that will be in opening statements. In their opening statement, you're going to have all the validity of the evidence. You're going to have experts that talk about his mental illness or his lack thereof. They're going to talk about brainwashing on social media. Could he have been indoctrinated? They're going to have witnesses on both sides. They're going to have experts on both sides. They're going to have probably the trans person come to the stand and articulate very clearly what the conversations were. They're probably going to have his dad come to the stand and articulate what happened and why he turned him in. And have the sheriff deputy come to the stand. You're going to hear out of their own mouths what exactly they heard and their sentiment behind their son who is now on trial. We have none of that right now. So people making all these conjectures and all this is to me, I think is pointless, but we know people do it for money and clicks. But when you go to trial and you see it all played out before you, then you can make an evaluation. Then you can say, no, that don't make sense. But the defense is going to make the same argument, right? And in part, if some people want to get justice for Charlie, I think it's invaluable for them to be mindful that you could be given a defense to the defense team. You think the defense team isn't looking at certain people online who are creating these scenarios of reasonable doubt?
I don't know.
They are.
Lisa.
They may go down the angle of some of these people online.
That's the question I
that
ask
are
all the
pushing
time.
these conspiracy theories in journalism. And I would argue this.
Shame
they
on
may
me
bring some people
for
to court
fucking
and
sensible.
say, where did you get you got this information? Are you willing to testify that your journalism discovered XYZ? And they may subpoena them to court to testify on behalf of the killer.
Wow.
And be cross-examined. I mean, I think that could be a possibility. I've been asked to go to court based on a YouTube video I did. Now, I was an expert witness in support of the police officers that I made the video about, but that's nothing to say that you couldn't be subpoenaed to court if you're a person online claiming that you're talking to parents and you're getting exclusive information that the FBI isn't looking into or they don't have privy knowledge to. They may bring you in to create reasonable doubt and subpoena you where you have to come to trial. So I think people need to be very careful with these things, in my opinion.
That was directly at Candace. That was directly to Candace. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So let's listen to this.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is, wherever in this world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of IP2 Wiki Info Live. I'm your hostess,
Nobody likes that person
Alexandra, and I hope all of you are having a wonderful Sunday today. I most definitely am. I had a early morning rise, went out and bought myself a coffee. Now I'm back here in the midst of some work, but a few things were on my mind because a lot of times when I'm working, I like to listen to
I was not feeling the best.
some of the better panel hosts in the background. I just really enjoy it. And actually, I'll tell you all who are the three panels that I'm really listening to nowadays, at least over the past week or so. And I put a poll up in regards to these panels. I invite all of you to take a look at this poll. Perhaps you might want to vote because the results so far are pretty interesting. I'm actually surprised that the results are what they are as of current. The poll question is, whose live panels are you currently enjoying the most? And you have one of three options that you can pick from. Either Psyche Awakens of Psyche Awakens Tarot, Tommy James of Tommy James Panel Channel, or The Kate Show.
Tommy.
So far, it's pretty even. 56 votes so far, and it's split 34%, 34%, 32%. It's a tie at 34% between Psyche Awakens and Tommy James, which is incredibly interesting to me because the parties who run all three of those panels actually are vital when it comes to a certain issue, dare I even say battle at hand when it comes to protecting minor-aged people in our society. In other words, children, minor-aged teenagers. I was considering joining Kate's live panel this morning upon her hearing or upon hearing her discuss something. But
Alex met Psyche.
Kate is linked to somebody who's a part of the problem. I believe Kate to be in love.
When did this happen?
With the person who's a part of the problem. And she's currently, from my perspective at least, being controlled by a person who's a part of the problem, someone known as Barry. And I want zero contact with that person known as Barry. I guess he's getting a little bit of clout right now because he did a face reveal. I would say he might as well have kept his face concealed. I'm not judging Kate. Everyone, you know, there's somebody for everybody. Everyone's attracted to different things. I tend to be attracted to very model-esque looking people because I grew up in a household full of people who look like models. Maybe that's why.
Brandon Q is an actual chomo,
like models. That's what I'm used to looking at.
Says a lot about
and
you.
That is not Barry at all. Again, he probably should have kept his face concealed, but he's not a problem due to his appearance. He's a problem due to what he's connected to and what he defends, but pretends that he's not defending. And we're going to talk about that a little bit today. So let me bring up my notes. And welcome to those of you in the chat. But let's take a look at this. This is what piqued my attention. This is something that was posted by a woman known as Beta, who's very problematic. Dare I even say evil? And it appears that she's currently threatening the woman known as Kate of the Kate Show 420. I personally think that Kate is a very nice woman. I don't think I've ever spoken to her privately. I know that she definitely is someone who loves very intensely. I think that
I got a donation. I got a donation.
She's a very generous person from what I've heard.
I got a donation before, so thank you for that.
But I think that she needs to at some point disconnect from these panels, maybe even just for a few days, specifically from her boyfriend.
Yeah, in my opinion.
To really think about things. Sometimes when you disconnect and you think, you're able to attain a different perspective. But this is what Beta had to say to her. And I really want to talk about this in depth because Beta is weak. And there is a reason that Beta, as of current, is connected with the teen grooming and the ephebophilia, why she's defending it. A lot of it has to do with money. But the reason that she's been granted access into that world that's outlined on rumorpedo.com is specifically because the people of rumorpedo.com who are outlined on there, they believe that Beta has access to funds that in actuality she may not have access to. But let's read this. Beta said in regards to Kate of the Kate Show 420.
Do you like my new jams?
I've actually uploaded every single mention of you saying that they don't take this seriously into the database. You're going to get another charge on you. I'm here to say right now, no, Kate will not get any charges incurred upon her through anyone attached to, a part of, or linked to the parties outlined on rumorpedo.com.
I got them from Victoria's Secret.
Kate is safe.
I mean, if I had to pick
and I
between
think that
Beta
people
and
need
Kate,
to stop threatening Kate. The reason that they feel comfortable threatening her
I'd pick
is
fucking
specifically because of the presence of Barry.
I'd pick Kate. What up, Kate?
Now I have some notes that we're going to look at, but before we do,
I play the piano?
I'm going to play a clip
before I end
in regards to what Kate said because I heard it, and I do want all of you to hear what she said because right now people are using the threat or maybe even the follow through of frivolous legalities in effort to detract and deflect from people talking about the problem of teen grooming and ephebophilia within these communities that is all rooted
Gross.
within the people outlined on rumoredpedo.com. So let's go ahead and start with what Kate had to say earlier.
I get begged to come up there. Begged. And she can't even let me get 2 words out without screaming over me. And Sandman just lets it happen. I'm good. Why beg me to come up there then? Accuse me of being scared. I'm not scared to take the link. I took the link and got talked over.
Ooh.
What's the point?
What is the
I'm not
point?
going to sit there and scream over top of someone. I'm not.
Facts. You tell him, Kate.
That shit's
Excuse
whack.
me.
And have a more poignant argument than I'm fat.
I mean,
she was so loud, and I'm like, there's no point.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, George.
I can't even defend myself.
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
She's always so loud. Let's go make some coffee quick. But I don't get it. I don't. Beg me to come up there. Beg me to come up there. Like, then at least give me a chance to fucking talk.
I got a beautiful
Then you want to
baby
accuse
today.
me of being scared? I'm not scared of shit. There's nothing to be scared of. It's beta. And then this is the same person begging me to take a link, but also threatening to press charges on me. How does that make sense?
Okay, we're going to stop pressed upon her or attached to her. I think that's very important to note. And here's what I want to say to Kate directly in the event that Kate ever hears this live stream.
Oh, she will.
Kate,
girl. She will.
Do not go on the panels where your adversaries are. There's no reason for you to communicate with them or confront them or debate them at all. They're trying to lure you into a trap. They're hoping that you'll say something that will incur legalities, or they want to use the conversation as a source of evidence to claim that you're harassing and stalking.
It's a trap.
So don't engage. If you want to allow these people on your panel, that's one thing, but do not go on their panels anymore. Of course, you have free will. You don't have to listen to one thing that I'd say. I'm not telling you what to do, but I am giving you advice. So now we're going to take a look at some notes in regards to what I want to go over today. And I do have some more clips. Just give me a moment. All right, where are my notes? Here they are. I'll just put them on the screen. Okay.
I love how organized she is.
The rumoredpedo.com parties are utilizing their associates with the funds and with knowledge as weapons to manufacture the threat of lawsuits or actual lawsuits to invoke fear in effort to suppress discussion of the teen grooming and ephebophilia the parties of rumoredpedo.com engage in. It's not only the male outlined on that site, it's the female also. They both have proclivities toward engaging inappropriately with minors, and they don't want it talked about, primarily because it would affect their income, the donations that they receive. Already, their audience is rapidly dwindling. The female outlined on rumoredpedo.com really isn't that bright. Over the past few days, she's been attempting to bait me into written confrontation by posting a multitude of comments on my channels. I delete every single one. I don't want them to have any promotion. Myself and others are starving them right now of donations, funds, and it's already rendered the male essentially homeless.
Piggy and
But we need to keep that up in order to halt the situation. But it's going to take another group to completely halt the situation. But let's look at the notes again. Now, again, let's get to Beta.
Beta, pumpkin
Now,
Beta.
Beta has been in these communities that I've covered over here on this channel and in the past on IRL News Time for over 7 years.
Has she? Yeah.
In fact, it is the person known as Tommy James who reminded many people of that by repeatedly telling her, as she tries to claim victim unjustly, hey, you're not new. Those are Tommy's exact words to her. She's not new, but she's a very good actress. She should have been an actress.
She's not new.
But then again, her physicality does not exactly render her someone who would be chosen by many casting directors. So she does what she does, which is practically nothing. But she is getting desperate at this point due to her age and the question as to whether or not she will be able to continue her lifestyle as she does as of current.
What
due
lifestyle?
to her unwillingness to create a real career for herself. But again, look at what she says here. You're going to get another charge on you. Now, in the past, Kate and Beta really have very limited contact, but Kate is smart,
Threatening
and
people
Kate
with
has a
jail
good
is
heart.
crazy.
And Kate doesn't like some things that she's seeing, but she has a very open heart when it comes to Barry. And the only reason, from my perspective, that Kate does not completely disconnect from these people and why she even entertains them on their panels or her panel is specifically due to Barry's toxic influence.
Probably.
I feel
and
Barry
I've said that to
is
Kate
evil.
privately. What up, Random? I've said that
But
to
am
Kate.
I going to say to Kate, don't talk to him? No, it has to run its course, and it will. I pray to God for Kate that she, and if she has any children, I know very little about her, are not harmed extensively by this person known as Barry. There's no way for us to know what kind of leverage he has over her. We don't know the magnitude of their connection. Nothing.
She's just in love
But
with
what I
him.
did like that Kate did today was she allowed someone known as Black RG on her panel. Now, I'm not exactly a fan of Black RG, but Black RG and I do appear to agree on teen grooming being wrong and ephebophilia being wrong. His mentality is actually probably very similar to that of Tommy James. I would actually like to see a panel featuring Tommy and Black RG talk about this issue a bit. But Black RG had something to say. Let me go ahead and bring up that clip now, because I want all of you to hear it, because it was very telling when it came to something that happened on the panel today. And this was a different panel. I'm not going to say which one it is. But those of you who are in the know, know. And I want all of you to really listen to this. This is Black RG talking to someone known as Ron's Other Alt, who is basically a mouthpiece for the mail outlined on rumoredpedo.com. Just give me a moment to bring up the volume. Okay, here we go.
Sweeping again for a groomer sick fuck. I'm not surprised. You want to bring up Rob Rap? You got this dick in your mouth. You fat fuck. There is a Wendy's cheeseburger. You wrap your lips around and say it's cock. You start Roman attention, nigga. That's crazy. If that's what it is, you got me. Yeah. You autistic fuck. Yeah. You come here, you ruin Sandman's panel every time you're up here. Yeah. Every fucking time. You focus on little autistic things that have nothing to do with nothing. You're focused on Zaya right now, nigga. You're focused on Zaya, nigga. Why? Why am I focused on Zaya? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I'll tell you why. Why did I bring up Zaya? Apparently you don't have that great of a memory. Because you said...
Okay, now I don't know how clear all of you could hear this, But Black RG is confronting
I
Ron's
feel a little
other
bit better.
alts
Actually, I
as
feel a
to
lot better. I'm
why
lying.
Ron consistently
I feel a lot better, but I still feel
shields
shitty.
and protects the male outlined on rumorpedo.com. For some reason, Ron protects teen groomers and ephebophiles. And Black RG is just in questioning whether or not Ron is in actuality a very inexperienced man who could potentially be a virgin. I've questioned the same thing internally. But I want all of you to listen again, because Black RG is figuring things out very quickly. Extremely quickly.
Well,
which
Black
is
RG's
why
been
I
around a
do
minute.
hope that at some point in time,
He's
if
from
he
Maury's
hasn't
community.
already, he and Tommy James have a very long conversation about the history of a lot of this. Let's play this one more time.
Hello, sweeping again for a groomer sick fuck. I'm not surprised. You want to bring up Rob Rack? You got this dick in your mouth. You fat fuck. Like it was a Wendy's cheeseburger. You wrap your lips around and say it's cock.
All right, he specifically said that Ron wraps his lips around the male outlined on rumorpedo.com's genitalia. He essentially metaphorically does, and he has for many years. Part of the reason that it was fairly easy for the parties outlined on rumorpedo.com to infiltrate the communities that myself and others have covered over the years linked to IP2 and IRL is because it was very difficult to piece together and to find the male outlined on rumorpedo.com's history, the same with the female. But now it's been done. And we're replicating that information and putting it on areas of the internet that can never be deleted. But a lot of people truly did not know. I didn't know the severity of the situation for, I'd say, over a year. Both of the parties outlined on rumorpedo.com are very charismatic, very skilled liars, very seasoned criminals, extreme predators, very extreme. And their livelihood is completely dependent upon donations, but not donations for them actually creating a valid, entertaining form of content. They blackmail and extort people. And I'm actually going to show a lot of you who the parties outlined on rumorpedo.com remind me of. They remind me very much of this man. Some of you like to say that I'm all bark and no bite. I want all of you out there to continue to believe that about me for the rest of your lives. It makes my life a lot easier. There's some people who say that I do have an extreme bite, that along the lines of maybe a pit bull. And my bite essentially metaphorically landed this person in an Osceola County prison for a very long time.
What up,
Donald Carlos Sion, I did suggest to someone known as Black RG to research this person and research what I had to contend with when it came to this person. It took several years, and it wasn't just me. I was a part of a team who made sure that this person was brought to justice. But this particular person engaged in a lot of activity that reminds me very much of the collective activity between the parties outlined on rumorpedo.com and the parties that those parties are affiliated with. So let's go back to my notes. I'm trying to keep this brief. All right. Now, we went over where beta comes into this. They're looking at beta as a money source to initiate frivolous legalities, fraudulent legalities against anyone who brings attention to the reality of the parties outlined on rumorpedo.com. But she's not the only person that they're weaponizing. The woman outlined on ambermethhead.info
Oh, God.
is not only one of Beta's mods, but those two communicate pretty frequently. Beta, the woman outlined on ambermethhead.info, and the parties outlined on rumorpedo.com all work in tandem together, as does the party known as Sandman NYC, the party known as Good Times for Life, and quite a few others. There's quite a few. Now, the woman outlined on ambermethhead.info has very limited knowledge, but she does have just enough when it comes to initiating frivolous and fraudulent legalities. Now, her Achilles heel or kryptonite has to do with her ongoing, never-ending meth addiction. Many of you have seen the body cam footage of her being arrested not just once, but twice in regards to methamphetamine-related crimes. She's not clean, as much as she proclaims to be.
Yeah, I just seen that. Do we want to? I don't really
see you motherfuckers in chat for now. But the bad news is just more along the lines of like my selfie stick. It did come in, although I was mistaken and thought the old black one, I could put the head on this one, on that one, which means
oh god, her hair looks so bad.
Right? That's the fucking point. Okay, well no, it doesn't do that. So basically my new selfie stick is at the house. And yeah, I got a bunch of snacks again because I'm a fat bitch. Apparently, I'm an obese whale again. Don't look like it, thank god. Hopefully I stay that way. Hi submissive, how are you? Hi.
She eats way more than me. How is that fair?
No, you're not with it. The spork? Yeah, it is a spork. Okay, hold on. This is such an annoying little fucking thing. I hate this thing. This thing with a fucking passion. Let me see if I can get it. Oh god. Oh, you're bae? What the hell? What the fuck? Alright, I think that'll work. Okay, I don't feel good still. We're waiting to get my phone situation with T-Mobile figured out, by the way. So there's like a wait, and I'm going to smoke some weed, stuff my fat face.
They don't love me.
I mean, like, why wouldn't I? You knew what? That I'm snacking or that I'm fixing my one phone? Like, what, huh? What'd you know? I don't even know what you don't know. But you don't know, no. Do you know? You got banned by who? Me? I don't think it was me. It wasn't me. I have to deal with that. I'll figure that out in a second. Speaking of which, I have to figure this out right now. I'm gonna light a pre-roll, and it's strawberry cough. It's like, it's infused. It's 41%. Alright guys, so I'm trying to keep this out of the hooch range, like just because this thing
Jen got married today.
It just doesn't have an extender, but this doesn't have anywhere to put better fucking brand new, beautiful pink, non-domestic violence fucking throne.
I don't know.
Cause not me, but my girlfriend that got strangled.
Congratulations to just Jen.
Her dude, well whatever, her abuser. He fought before I called the police because that's what he did. He threw my selfie stick, the one I currently have. He threw it at the wall, hit Abigail. That was when I had to call the police because I was like, fuck that shit, fuck you for that, bro, like for real.
What's she talking about Nick?
And then anyways, that one was not ideal. Wasn't ideal. But I got a new one because that one broke. What, Eric AF? Your mom, like, is named George. Totally didn't walk out that door, did you there, dude? Can tell. Hi, Chelsea. How are you, sweetie? I look like I'm 90 million years old. Like, it's cool, though. Ah! Abby's not here. Abby's at the house with Papa Purple. Oh, my God. Seriously? I hate everything right now. My name is Eric as fuck, and I'm a Naka. I'm a Naka. I Naka around. I'm a Naka. I'm the Naka of all the Nakas. All the Nakas. Eric is fucker.
She has 2 bras on.
Okay, that doesn't work either. I literally don't care anymore. You're all banned, bud. That wasn't supposed to happen. I don't get why. Whatever the fuck this little tiny ass thing is. I guess it's better than literally absolutely nothing. But yikes. Who's banned? Oh, fudge. Oh god, I gotta really get back to my OnlyFans content. It's gonna be so hard to do while I'm at the RVs in LA though.
So
honestly,
she's lighting.
So fucking hard.
Oh my god.
The hardest, like literally the
She's
hardest.
like
no cap.
burning the
so I
shit
might
out
not
of
do
that.
OnlyFans for another couple months, but like here we are. I might do it before I leave though.
She's lighting a joint. She didn't even.
Is one thing even legal?
With a gun.
What the? I don't know. It's purples. I lost my other one.
She doesn't even smoke right. Like she doesn't
It's
even
not
smoke.
mine. Mine's missing. I had one lighter left. One. Please don't take what back out.
That's gross.
What's happening right now? I'm so confused. I'm the most confused. I'm the most confused. I'm the most confused. I'm the most confused. Hello. So should I eat a pear first? I think I shall.
Eating and smoking. Ugh.
What's that?
Where did you get a pear from?
I finally got my coveted tiramisu also. So.
Tiramisu?
Yummy. More calories for this bitch. Yikes. I'm waiting for it to be mobile. Like I'm signed in, but I said it will literally be at least an hour. So I'm gonna go back in like 20 minutes. They still probably won't take me for another like 40, I'm guessing. I don't know. Hi, Van Life. I always want to say vanilla. I'm good on that, yeah, but there's a lot of that in these here parts.
People are saying Papa Perp gave her a day
I
to
was
move
just
out.
getting scared. End up getting scared.
Who
instead
said
of-
she has tuberculosis?
Why would I
Why
do
did
that?
she have
You know.
tuberculosis?
God, oh, right now, this is so annoying. Like, I don't have a good angle here, guys. I don't give a fuck either. You know, whatever. The world is a vampire.
Oh my god.
His name is George.
I wish I still got food stamps. Must
Eric
be fucking
AF, did you
fun.
AF today?
Must be nice.
Did you S fuck?
Must be nice.
Eric?
Fucking leech
Eric,
up the
are you in
government,
here?
you fucking
You in
lazy
here?
bitch.
Eric AF. Eric, are you in here? Are you in here? Are you in here, Eric AF?
Oh
Eric AF, are you in here?
Oh my god,
Are
her
you
hair is so
in here?
crusted.
Are you in here?
So crusted. Crusted.
Honestly, Chelsea,
Disgusting.
my honest opinion stayed the same and has, look, I mean, we grow, well, if you're close to my age, I'm, like I said, I'm the oldest social media gen there is around. Like, anything my age and younger, we're only going to know this world, so we know.
She's the oldest social media.
Even really cognitively present and mentally mature. Like I said, my age group and younger, we didn't know the world before fucking 9/11 or anything like that. We didn't know what happened. Whereas like Purple's age group, only 6 years older than me. They were going off to war eventually, very closely after that. You know, I'm just saying.
She's
like,
an idiot.
My age group, we graduated when the fucking public, like a lot of weird nuanced things. Everything changed. Even still, when my age group was still mentally developing, and nobody older really can claim that. It's the 90s babies and younger. And I'm a 90s baby. So,
why is she
my
so
thoughts
dumb?
on the AI takeover are knowing that nobody in our age group has a chance to make a choice about living in digital world or not. Because if I had a choice, I wouldn't live in it. I'd
But
be a
you do
boomer,
have a
I swear to
choice.
God, I'd be a boomer or greatest gen. Don't know, like honestly, don't care. Like,
You make a choice every day to
So-
go on YouTube. This is not a. Oh my god. Why is she so
That
dumb?
being said,
Why
that's
is she so dumb?
There's a lifestyle difference I like. I don't like this hyper connectivity shit. But every age group, every generation, every century has something going on.
Yeah, like the
socially, economically,
generational
whatever.
stuff is
you know,
weird.
invention based, whatever, where the world changes overnight, it seems. And
she's so
I was
like
gonna say that I think AI, like no matter what, like nobody has control over it. We're literally
vapid
on the fucking
and
bottom
out of
edge
touch
the
with
fucking
reality.
forest, like, we don't matter. So like we should just
It's
like
kind of
take what we have
astounding.
that's good and not focus on the stuff we can't control. That's how I've literally seen it, except for like during 2020 when it was in my backyard in Scottsdale. Different. Also, like, obvious. And plus, I was like working with a lot of people in the media at that point in time. Different. But also, yeah, it was like in front of me physically, and then it was also stark contrast between blue and red where I'm from and where I was then. You know, I mean, Trump was like
what
the
is she
10th
talking
most
about?
city in the country was Scottsdale, one of them, and then Kent State.
They were asking her about AI, and now she's talking about
I'm a very well-rounded bitch. I do digress.
What?
So AI, my point, Chelsea, with that is
what?
Probably, yeah, it'll take over, but then something else will be in demand that like humans have to be in need for, whether it's our minds or bodies. The labor will be different, or I would hope more millennials and Zoomers.
She's so dumb.
Well,
she really is so dumb. And the reason why that makes her even more dumb is that she thinks she's smart, so that's what makes her even more dumb.
Supply and demand shit. None of this globalist shit. Honestly, like, I mean, look, import to export's cool, but like,
what?
To the point they are now where everybody anywhere can have anything at any time, almost as soon as anywhere else at almost the same price. It's crazy, not normal. That's mass production and globalism. However,
what? Bro,
break it down even nationally to locally, like on a state base or like a county base, even, you know. Zip code, whatever. I hate myself. Basically, like what I like to do is I like to advertise for like services that people in my area need. And luckily in my areas, because I like bougie areas, I live in places that a lot of white middle class people or middle upper class people live, or even in like, again, Paradise Valley, Scottsdale, like obviously.
She is
like
so out of touch with reality.
Orange County. I can
yeah, she's on a
she's on
a higher frequency, totally.
Like in those areas, I've never had issues. I think he's talking to me. I can't tell. No, that's someone else. That's not him. Good. Okay, good. Anywho, I can't tell when he's talking to me, but he doesn't make sure I hear him. Anyways, he's all the way over there. The shade was over here. Hi, Freeside. Hi, guys. Sorry, I'm just talking because somebody was asking me questions.
What?
Not really submissive. It wasn't a waste of time at all. It was just, unfortunately, my medical issues were not present to me or my family as what they were until after I realized it just wasn't, like, morally conducive to work in a clinic. I mean,
morally conducive?
Whether I'm sober, like, completely.
What?
Like, hot, like, out of my control stuff, like, elements I can't control. And I'll just forget what the fuck I'm thinking of. Oh my god, when you're doing, like, a dental, okay, which is what a CBT would do, and you have to understand and read vitals as, like, you're using, like, euthanasia, anesthesia, or, an induction medication meant to, like, basically slow or speed up the vital system, depending on, like, you know, bradycardia, tachycardia, heart rate. Then also you have, like, so you have heart rate.
She's trying so hard right now.
There's a lot of vitals, actually. Blood pressure, like,
she's trying so hard.
If I can't read that because I'm having brain fog, I would not be okay. And then, like, I literally almost dropped, like, a huge ass dog. It was me.
I thought you did drop the dog.
I got dizzy. It was 85 degrees out, which is my threshold. And it was, the windows were open, and I didn't know how sick I was until I saw stars. And then, like, it's okay. The dog was okay. Everything was fine, actually. But it just, like...
The story is ever evolving.
Also, like, with the job versus, like, horses for fun.
She's so dumb.
Jobs, of course, having your own horse definitely required responsibility. Albeit no shit, no duh. Albeit, let's, like, backtrack and be like, hello, duh.
I don't believe she owned a horse.
Huge animals,
I believe she rode a horse.
But they're also huge, with a mind of their own. I do digress. But also, like, you should not kill them and hurt them and, like, neglect them. You should be good to them. So you're in you're in a very strong position to learn quickly, responsibility-wise, with animals like that when you're that age. But I had a point to make with that, and then I forgot, and then my fucking blunt went out.
It's not a blunt.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not even paying attention to you. All I'm saying, Chelsea, is it? Yeah, probably. But, like, I don't know. I'm a millennial from the 90s, bro. I can hang. Shit changed real fast from the day I was born, bro. No cap. It'll be fine, whatever the fuck it is. I'm gonna focus on me and my own. I kind of was, like, trying to, like, link all what I just said to that, by the way, Chelsea. Sorry if it sounded like it was extra tangenty, but TBH though, for real, like honestly, that's kind of how I feel though, is it'll be fine. Josephus will be here eventually. He's always here. He comes around. Oh, put music on. I don't give a fuck. Hell yeah. I'm not reading your fucking, like, I'm not reading anything you're saying. Oh, wait. Thank you for reminding me what I have to do.
My glasses are coming off. It's that time.
Read the room. I'm not even paying attention. That you, like, I don't know who you are. I don't care that you read. Is that, like, reading the room enough? This is my channel. You should make your own. You think anybody gives a fuck about you enough? I mean, then go do it. Be matter. Or get the fuck out. You're the one here. I didn't invite you even. I don't give a fuck if you're here. Figure that out. Just saying.
I fucked that up. She can't handle streaming.
Okay, what am I doing? Hold on.
Like, I don't know why
I'm about to have
she
so much fun soon. Oh my god, I can't wait. Hold on, I almost forgot that. Am I in the right fucking, no,
I can't wait to watch her go to LA and get made fun of so bad. She's in a delusional bubble right now. And I think that I might have to donate to Eric. Just saying. Like, I think somebody should make like a clip of me singing the song that never ends.
Yep,
and just donate it to her all the time. This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on.
Hey,
my friend.
I don't think it works quite like that.
Started singing it, not knowing what it was, but they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
Hey, submissive. I bet you're not an alt at all. And you're not gonna desperately wait around until you're
Why is she banning people for saying that she has tuberculosis? How does she have tuberculosis? Like, come on. Does she really have tuberculosis?
It's this time of year I get bronchitis and shit, but usually only in Ohio, but this weather isn't that far off for Ohio.
Tuberculosis is not bronchitis, babe.
Oh my god, it's so good. I mean, chronic is like long term. I just started this like a week or two ago, TBH. That's weird. I don't think that suits the bill.
No, you've had a chronic cough for quite some time. Wait. Someone said she went to the hospital to try to get Addie's.
Cleveland, hello. It wasn't Cheetah Chrome, it was,
Wait a minute. If that's true.
Right? Who is it? I'll tell you.
How did she get tuberculosis?
Okay, yeah, Cheetah Chrome died.
Okay, Google. How does somebody get tuberculosis?
Tuberculosis is an airborne bacterial infection that spreads when a person with active TB disease in their lungs or throat coughs, sneezes, speaks, or sings, releasing tiny droplets containing the bacteria into the air. Another person can then become infected by breathing in these droplets.
Bae! Oh, Bae, I've missed you.
Well, I think
how common is it to get tuberculosis?
Tuberculosis, TB, is contagious only when a person has an active TB disease in their lungs or throat. This is when the bacteria can be spread through the air by coughing, sneezing.
How common is it to get
tuberculosis by breathing in the bacteria from an infected person who has active TB disease in their lungs or throat? This happens when they cough, sneeze.
She's pissing me off.
Okay. Well, that's what I was gonna say too. It's very like regionally like relevant, as well as the fact that it's like not our age group is what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm your age too. Okay.
She's going to LA. I thought she did.
Like,
I thought she's gonna try to. She has Adderalls. I know that for a fact.
Region loves punk so much is because like we're very post punk in the Northeast and the like high rock. We're very post punk.
You don't live in the Northeast.
Okay, they used to call like 4 Year Strong.
You don't live in the Northeast. You're not from the Northeast. I'm from the Northeast. Shut up.
Later 2000s Warped Tour bands, pop punk, like it was a little.
Bro, you are not from the Northeast. You're from like Middle America somewhere. Shut the fuck up. Ohio.
Like Marilyn Manson versus Korn. They're both industrial metal, right? Marilyn Manson, Northeast Ohio, lobby. Cleveland, actually, I believe. So his
Ohio is not the Northeast.
No. His father used to hang out with one of the dancers at my first strip club in Ohio. But Manson went to high school with my great uncle, who's dead now.
Your great uncle? Wait a minute. So your great uncle, Marilyn Manson is like 50 max 50. Okay, Google. How old is Marilyn Manson?
Marilyn Manson, born on January
56.
5th, 1969, is 56 years old.
56. Your great uncle, by the way. Your great uncle? Okay, babe. Okay. She just said that. Her great uncle.
At my first strip club in Ohio. But Manson went to high school with my great uncle, who's dead now. Anyways, Manson versus Korn, uppity, speedy, poppier almost, like, and they're from Bakersfield and Huntington Beach. Korn. However, think about like kind of the more macabre, like dark, sinister vibes of like Manson versus.
What up, Breezy?
Think about like heroin slow, Marilyn Manson in the Northeast. Methy or I would mostly say methy or crack in the southwest. Yeah, because of heat. And that's the Southwest. Yeah. And especially California, but baby, I wish this fucking thing was better. I hate this fucking selfie stick. I mean, I might end soon, guys. I'm gonna go in and see like in like 10 minutes.
Thank you, babe.
I know. Shut up, Farrell. Hi, how are you? I did Coda with a drink or something. I don't know. Or like calories. Yo, look, I got this. Oh god, how many calories is this thing? It's probably not gonna tell me all. Whoa. No, that doesn't tell me calories. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't fucking tell me. Guys. Guys, I'm like low-key ashamed, but also don't give a fuck about it. My fat fucking ass ate.
I smell so good.
3/4 of a fucking goddamn chocolate cake yesterday.
I smell like all vanilla-y.
And a lot of food. I'm literally so fat already, but I'm not even fat. I'm handsome, don't I know it, boy? Boy, girl. I'm disgusting, actually, I'm hideous. I actually hate my life. I'm so ugly right now. I kinda don't care though, actually. I don't know which angle is like decent. None of them are good though.
I have asthma and I don't cough as much as she does. And I dab all day long. Like, I dab a lot. Like, why is she constantly coughing like that? That's crazy.
God.
That's not normal.
You like me, chubby rod. Not a bad thing, but I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I'm just not even gonna give a fuck right now. Unless I'm supposed to overweight. I'm not gonna spaz about my weight unless I'm close to being overweight, as I was last spring. Sorry, I meant to say that. Clean food, yeah, but I'm also eating really I'm eating everything good and bad. I'm eating everything. Fuck you. Everybody go die. Leave me alone. He's having a good time and chilling and shit. Like, okay, whatever. I'm just chilling. No, both. Look, dude, I just ate 3/4 of a. I mean, if you guys actually dare me to and I get a dono, I might actually calculate how much calorie intake I had with that cake alone. And I had a burrito and a fucking sub. I hate myself. I'm gonna get fat fast again. I was so excited to be skinny again. I hope that I'm gonna chill out. I have to. It's probably all the weed and stuff too. And I've been chilling, which is fucking nice. I don't want to get fat again. I've never been fat before until last year. Please don't make
Your
me
body
fat.
isn't nice anyway, though.
No, I don't want to do it.
Like fat or skinny, it doesn't really matter. Your body is ass. Your body.
I need to find
I don't know what to do about it. I feel like I might have something that could work.
I have a couple options. I haven't decided on for that one yet, and I'm waiting on a couple other I have to figure out my better options with a few things, but I have to really get back into routines of fitness and health and stuff. But my life has not given. It's not been conducive to that lifestyle. I can't cook really very easily. Well, yeah, maybe a little bit, but also it's just that's not. I don't know. I've never put on weight like I put on weight this last year. I put that on in fucking 3 seasons. I gained 45 fucking pounds, or 43 pounds in 9 months. That's insanity. And then it came off really fast too. It was weird. It was I dreamt it or something. But I was actually genuinely about to be overweight. I was at that fucking literal line. I've always been small. That was insanity. Yeah, I'd rather not go back to that, TBH. Preferred. This is my favorite song. One of them. One of my favorite Blink songs for sure. There's a lot of good Blink songs. I would say Blink is classic as fuck, but I relate personally more to the story so far long term. And Gen X, you have to be older millennial or Gen X for Blink to be your lifelong fucking band. But I just like that they're multi-generational. They appeal to every generation, every album they come out. Oh, speaking of corn, haven't heard these N-words for a minute. That's funny. That's wild. I hope this works. Oh, I got another fucking 60 mAh fast charging fucking battery bank. It's probably at a 0, isn't it? That sucks, bro. It is at a 0. Damn. Fuck, bro. Alright, well, hold on a second, guys. Hold phone. What? That's wild. Wild. It's not Cheetah Chrome. It was... Yeah, that's funny. Cord just came on after I was just talking about them. Yeah, they're a little bit more uppy, right, than Marilyn Manson. Yeah, I think it might be. No, I haven't. Rod, I haven't. What are they like? Okay, you have Cheetah Chrome, and then... Oh, who's the one that's literally the one that works with my best friend? God. There's 3 of them. And I will know it. It's Cheetah... I literally know their fucking names. I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, they're from Cleveland from the 1980 era, 1975 to 80. Johnny Blitz. There's a 3rd one. I think it's a 3rd one. Div, Cheetah, Johnny Blitz. I think it was Johnny Blitz.
She's a fucking
actually. It had to have
poser,
been.
bro. She's a poser.
It's not the like least known one. It was a mid known one. Huh. Who died though? Whoever died, it was the other one. But they did coke together a lot. TBH. Big cokeheads. I'm always sick. My ends. Fuck. I gotta go into it, guys. Do you want to come in or whatever? Like, we'll do it, I guess.
Maybe you take
I gotta
care of
get
yourself
a different
and
battery
feel
bank out
better.
of the fucking car. I used to love to dance to songs like this. And like fucking like System of a Down, because it would have the breakdowns, and like it was like close to melodic hardcore, which was very Rust Belly and very short-lived subgenre of metalcore. It was so good. And Plexus, my favorite band in Plexus. You know what? We're gonna listen to Savage Henry. I don't give a fuck. That just made me so. I need a little Savage Henry in my life. TBH. We're gonna listen to some in Plexus. Oh, Deus Ex Machina. Here we are. TBH. Grunge is cool, except that the better grunge is like a very limited. I don't know. I don't like the whole genre. Is not my scene. I don't know. I was just gonna go find in Plexus, but I don't know what I was doing.
I don't know what she's talking about, honestly. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. I'm as confused as you are, because what? Did she hit her head or something? Like, did she have a stroke that we don't know about? Because literally nothing that she's saying makes any sense whatsoever.
Oh, this is annoying. Alright, that's super annoying. Yeah. I spelled Amolix instead of Plexus. Yikes. Hogs and wolves and fighting. There we go. Okay. We don't want that one though. I do love this song though. I fucking do. Yeah, we'll listen to this one first. This is a good one. Alright, we're gonna go with the battery bank and go inside soon. Me and my best friend in high school, we got these lyrics tattooed on her, where'd she get it? Oh, her ribcage, yeah. I got it tattooed on my hip. So what do you guys call a tramp stamp, but actually on my hip, technically, not my butt. By the way, I can't read you guys are further, so I'm sure just saying. Ew, I'm like dehydrated in my skin cells. Ew. F. Ew, ew, ew. Steady your heart, baby. This one might hurt.
No one does that. No one puts deodorant on before they take a bath. What the hell is wrong with her? That's why I asked, like, did she have a stroke or something?
Wait on my floor.
Is she okay? I'm potty too, apparently.
What is it? That's a bitch song. Well, I mean, it's not a bitch song. It's a good pit song, but it's like the, like, I'm like a poor little innocent female, like, nobody listened and I died. It's like, hard to explain. It's not really though. It's more melodic than it is hardcore. But this is melodic hardcore at its finest. Like descriptive fucking, here we are, melodic hardcore. Violins, cellos, and then screaming. And then along with like scream and vocal, like or vocal. He can sing and he can scream. All with like super low budget fucking like production cost too. I don't know. It's one of my favorite bands in the universe. It definitely got me through this last year too. So did fucking I Wanna Disappear by the Story so far. Where you came to save my life. If I ever, like, I should hit up Malone actually. I never said his name right, but I don't know. Man, some of those people when you're younger, they're so cool. Then you get older and you realize they're not that cool. Well, I would say Plexus band members really actually are the ones that were the only cool ones out of all the local bands that I really looked up to.
I still don't know what she's talking about.
Get her done, dude. The cut is only on. I just like Savage Henry this year because it was like, bitch, if you fuck up my people, I'll fuck you up. Don't even fucking bite me so
I don't know why she won't answer people about TV. Like, that is such a weird reaction to have.
They're trying to make me bad, you know? Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna grab. Hold on now. Let's see. Okay, we're doing it. We're going inside now. I don't feel good. I'm gonna throw up again. It's just sad. The fucking sun, bro.
Oh, she's always so sick.
Sucks. Okay, so.
I can't click on anything from the chat.
Yeah, maybe no. Hold on, I gotta do more.
She lost a piece of her nose, a piece of her lip, and a piece of her ear. She's like fucking missing body parts, like little by little, piece by piece. She's falling apart. She's fucking falling apart, guys. She needs to take better care of herself.
Hello. How are you?
A piece of her nose, by the way. Oh my gosh.
I should have brought all 3 cords because I have 3 of my phones. I mean, look at this beautiful, like, big ass fucking 50 mAh. I got this on Temu for $40.
You wasted your money on Temu. $40 on Temu when you could have got an Anchor on fucking Amazon. You're a dumb bitch. Oh my god. You could have got a really good battery pack. I hate people like you. You think because it's from Temu that it's cheaper. You're an idiot. That was dumb. That was stupid. Yeah, it's rare. It's a rare Temu. It's a special Temu fucking edition. Oh my god. Like, how dumb can you get? How fucking tarded? How tarded could you get? How fucking slim slow could you get? Like, gosh. Use your brain just a little bit. It's not fucking rocket science, guys. It's really not. Like, this is... Are we serious? Are we fucking serious? I got this off Temu for $40. Like, that's a fucking bargain? No, it's not. You got robbed. Dumbass. Dumb bitch. That was dumb. She shouldn't have said that. What a dumbass. You basically told us that Temu robbed you for $40. Plus shipping and handling.
Did I?
I just imagine she smells like sour milk. Like, that's just just based off appearance, it's giving sour milk. Bro, like, imagine bringing fucking TB into some old man's house. Like, Purple's poor dad might fucking catch that dumb shit. What happens if old people get TB? Like, I don't know. Bro, that's crazy. So I made a decision today that I'm irresponsible with money. And because of that fact, I shouldn't have money. So I'm not going to have money. When I get my paychecks, I'm going to give them to my dad. And like a child, I am going to say, hey, Dad, I want money for this. Could you give it to me? And he's going to give it to me until I learn how to budget better, because I'm irresponsible and I need to grow up. I have $1,000 worth of Pop Mart on my shelf and it's beautiful. I love it, but I don't love it more than I love Florida, and I want to live in Florida. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I am smart. So the smartest person with money that I know is my dad, and he's going to help me. I definitely have ADHD. I 1000% have ADHD. I've been diagnosed since I'm in like 2nd grade. It's real in the field. Oh, I have no impulse control. I don't even know what that is.
Doesn't work. Yeah, it's not working. It sucks, man. The world is a vampire.
But I know that about myself, right? Like, I know. And I've been saying, for how long have I been telling you guys that I need to cut back on spending? How long have I been saying, oh guys, I need to cut back on my spending, I need the two of my spending. And then every month, like clockwork, I spend like a fucking savage. I don't even want to open my mouth and express the amount of money that went in and out of my bank account. But it's sad. Okay? And it's enough. Enough is enough. It's time for a change. So, my dad is going to be my financial advisor. Simple. It's simple. It's simple. It's just so simple. My father is going to be my financial advisor. I am going to be limited to basically only spending what's on my credit cards, which isn't much. And yeah, we're going to go with that. Okay? We're going to go from there. I mean, I guess one thing's good. I don't waste as much money as vegan does, but like, is that really anything special? I don't want to be that person. Like, at least I'm not as bad as vegan. That's a low fucking bar. That's a low fucking bar. If I start doing that shit, find me. Like, help me. Lord, help me. If I start justifying my behavior by vegans, that is truly a low motherfucking bar. And I don't need to go that low. I'm gonna go get a piece of fruit. I'll be right back. Bye-bye. This is definitely my favorite fruit. Cactus pear.
They're never the same. They're different answers.
When the hell did she have tuberculosis? How do you have tuberculosis more than once? How am I almost... How? How does one get tuberculosis? Like, what? Where is she getting tuberculosis at? Bro, that's crazy work. That's so insane to me. Can you die from tuberculosis? It is definitely not eradicated because they still test for it frequently.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
So it's definitely not eradicated. I'm going to get another one of those. Definitely not eradicated.
I'm gonna throw up on someone. I hope they come close enough that I do I'm dying, dude. I'm dead, man. I mean, yeah, I guess I get it for these times. You're not wrong, but like, also like for me, work ended. Work's only a very short window of time on a Sunday valuable, so. I literally got fucking skipped and this dude is taking 5 years. I'm gonna actually lose my brain. Oh my god, I'm over it. This is yikes. Whatever, bro. Fuck me. It's yikes, not I'm angry. I'm gonna punch someone. Maybe myself. Probably likely myself. Violently. I'm mad right now, like so mad. This is a waste of my fucking time. And it's really fucking bad because I'm really mad right now. This has been going on forever. I was given bad information by another employee. They all suck. I hate them all. No, I literally got checked in an hour ago, and the guy told me it would be more than an hour, and he told me absolutely. I came in before the guy said to call me back in. They skipped me. Fuck him. Thanks, dude, honestly.
You shouldn't have left. Are they supposed to wait for you? They're supposed to wait for you?
I'm just gonna literally, like,
Now she's complaining. You guys skipped me because I wasn't here. She's being rude to them. Anyways. I thought having my computer here would make me use it more, but it doesn't, and I think I'm gonna put it back. Hello, Deepsy. This is like a whole part of my desk that I can't use. I think I'm gonna do that. It's not my fault that I left. It's not my fault that I left, guys.
Alright, hold on a second, guys.
It's not my fault that I left.
Hi, Rod.
So, what should I do with this?
When do you realize how valuable my health is? I don't want to eat. Don't judge me. I have a lot of shit to do, so I'm just chilling. I'm actually just chilling until I have it to start, which is tonight and tomorrow. So, like, right now, we're just kind of like, we're chilling. When I said hi, I'm saying hi. You know, so that's basically all I got is just hello, how are you?
And then I can just pull it out when I want to use it, because I'm not keeping like my whole desk. I can't do a ton of shit that I want to do. And this can come down.
I feel like nauseous. I hope I got your stomach started.
Where do I put this though? Where do I put this?
I'm really upset about this. Like, I'm actually.
I just put it all under my desk.
Like a huge waste of my fucking life.
Do I keep it all under my desk as like a quick, I want to use it thing? Well, then I should, right? I should do that. Where can I put the mic?
Okay, hello everybody. Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't even know, dude. I just don't feel good, and I don't want to be here, and I'm out. This is stupid and shit. Like, what is it ever?
It actually
although
works.
it's never learned. Although kind of okay, it is, but also not.
Because, like, I don't use my computer as much as I would like to. Truth be told, like, I would love to use it more, but I just don't. And I don't stream a ton. And I just
And I was hard.
I'd rather have my school books and my Bible here. Like, this is what I use more. This feels better to me. Now I can put this over here.
That's the whole top angle, which was what all I wanted with him. I mean, it was just like,
I feel better.
Like, I've had sex with my best guy friends, and it's never going to be more than that. Like, I've said this before, not very often, very, very rarely, but shaking also came at a weird time in my life.
What is she talking about? Why is it buffering?
Tell everybody like how good I am in porn and shit, and I'm like, why? He's like, tell everybody because like I want to make Alex jealous. He's like, please, just as.
Yeah, this seems better to me. Now, like, if I wanna ever put my laptop up here, I still can move this section of stuff. Why am I, like, rationalizing this decision to put, like, to you guys? Like, why am I trying to rationalize it? Like, yes, guys, it's a good idea that I put my computer under my desk. Like, you believe me, right? It's a great idea. What the fuck? I have to clean my room. Like, I have to do, like, a deep clean. Not just my room, my house, my home, my whole house.
He was just his friend.
I'm waiting for a day when it's like chilly because I need it to be a little cold to do that. I'm gonna put my mouse in that drawer because I don't know where else to put it. Are you surprised by that, Bae? Are you surprised at all by any of that? I just stream better on my phone, I feel like. Well, ladies and gents, her shit is like cooked, kind of.
He's like.
Alright, well, that's my cue to go. I'm gonna go to lay sleep for... Hi, Mora. Hi, everyone. You know what? Her live is all scuffied.
It's like 2 years.
Yeah, I think that's it on her end. So I'm gonna go. Peace out, family. I hope you guys have a great, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great start to your week today, whatever, I don't know. I can't talk. I'm an idiot. But I don't think I'm going to go live tomorrow. So I probably will see you Friday. I don't know when I'll be back.